Hello guys, welcome to another video. This is gardening hacks using stockings in the garden. Now, stockings, pantyhose, tights, whatever you want to call them, they all look very silly when you stick them on your head. Did I make this video just so that I could stick a pair of tights on my head and do this? Yep, pretty much. But there are lots of other uses for tights, pantyhose and stockings in the garden. And right now I'm going to show you a few. Do you want to see? Let's go. Now the first one is a brilliant use of tights to try and keep bugs and spiders and spider webs off of your pots in storage, and also to try and keep them together because they can be a bit of a pain to handle. Yep, he's not too happy about this now. Right, if you get a wheel of you pots together in a nice neat pile like this chap, a pair of tights can help you out in this situation. Stand your pots up on end, grab your tights and carefully slot them over the top. Go on. Beautiful. Turn them up the other way, pop a knot in the top, and that is going to remain spider free, bugs free, and those guys aren't going anywhere. Perfect to go into storage. Lovely. Right, that brings us on to the next use. At the end of every hard day on the plot, you want to be able to take your gloves and your boots off, slip your comfy shoes on, and stick your boots and gloves away in the shed so that they can dry out ready for next time. The only problem with that is leave them guys in the shed unguarded, and next time you arrive all blurry-eyed. Oh, spiders and apparently a plastic pigeon are going to get in there. Yep, he's not happy. If you want to avoid this, grab a pair of tights or stockings, pop them over the top of your boots. Those guys are still going to be able to breathe, dry out, and there's no bugs or spiders getting in there, I can promise you that. In the same way, nobody likes the idea of sticking their hands into a pair of gloves after they've been in the shed overnight. So, grab your gloves, yep, you guessed it, stick them down the leg of a pair of tights or stockings, and that'll prevent any bugs or creepy crawlies getting in there. And again, they'll still be able to breathe and dry out if they need to. Beautiful! Next up, if you've got any open water containers on site, these guys can get full of leaves, bugs, mosquitoes, so you guessed it, pop a pair of tights over those and nothing's getting in. It's not just Grandad's legs that look good in a pair of tights, that's tight-tastic. If you've got a pond or open body of water needing cleaning out, a pair of tights can really help if you've not got the appropriate tool. A wide range of gardening tools can be transformed into pond cleaning tools. Look at this rake here. Pop a pair of tights or stockings over the top, here's a hoe, and even this digging fork can all be transformed into pond cleaning devices. Check this. Scoopy scoop. Ah, beautiful. All that water can drain out. Here's the rake. Again, fantastic. And now the digging fork. The mesh of those tights really working to filter all of the gook out. Spectacular job, well done. Right, the next tight related tip here. A lot of trees, a lot of plants need tying in and securing in. Guess what can help? That's right, a pair of tights. Soft, strong and slightly elastic, tights make a perfect plant tie. No damage to the stalk and still very secure. There we go. Plus one pair of tights can make numerous ties. Splendid, look at that. Are you any good at tying onions together? No, me neither. So this next hack involving you guessed it, pair of tights or stockings can really help. Pop the onion in there and tie it off with a little knot. The material of the tights will allow the onion to breathe, preventing it from rotting and yet still allowing it to stay fresh and dry. Pop another onion in the top, tie another knot. I think you can see where this one's going. Not restricted purely to onions, you could try this with a wide variety of vegetables that require storing and hanging. You could try it with a pumpkin if you're brave enough. Then get them hung up in your shed, and when you're ready to use one, chop the bottom one off, and there it is. Perfect onion for you to use. Lovely! If you collect any seeds or have any other small loose items to store away, a pair of tights can be a perfect solution. Simply drop a load into there, put a label in with them, and that'll make a beautiful breathable little container. Stop those seeds from rotting away. keeping them all safe in one place. That's it, drop a knot in. Now, one leg of the tights can be used numerous times. Look at that. If you pop a double knot in at the top and then simply cut in between the two knots, as so. There we go, we've got our runner beans in a little bag there, and the rest of the stocking leg is ready to rock and roll and use again. If you want to make it a little easier to fill the stocking, simply find a pot or a cup or something like this, pop the tights and stockings over the top, as you can see, and then you can simply pour the seeds in, nice and easy, no fuss, no mess. Pull the tights off again, and there they are, ready for your double knots and for another use. If you're ever stuck for a little bit of protection for your small delicate plants, maybe it's from a cold wind or a frost forecast, a pair of tights in the garden can certainly help out. Here I'm just sticking 4 canes into the ground. I'm going to pop a small section of tights over there, and that's going to help shield those little delicate plants from any cold winds. I've left the top open on that one, but you could certainly use the toe end or tie a knot in the top there for a little extra protection. You can make these guys as big as you like, or as far as the tights will stretch. As you can see here, a slightly larger one. There we go. And that'll offer a lot of protection to any small plants that require it. Look at that. Beautiful, simple. So there we go, tights, pantyhose and stockings. Get them off your head and get them at use in the garden. Oh dear. I hope these tips helped you. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.